Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Today, 180. Right there, 40's Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Shift. Watch the safety creep.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Single.
Here's Rosen. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age.
Rip left. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. We got three. Three down. Wide. Hug. Get wide. Watch twist.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balaj. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Good night, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hug. Drop deep. Mike 48.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
49, check 49. Alert.
From the gun, it's Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a draw play with Drake. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Check.
Monday. Hey, Alpha.
Motion.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Keep doing that.
He was looking for Parker that time. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's how we do it.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Rock. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Go.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Check.
Switch.
Hey, alert.
Hatchet.
What do you got?
On 1st down, Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 15 now, Rosen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his 5th-year option, but they did, and one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach of Miami, wants around and in that locker room. Now Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You got him. You got him.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Pick it up.
Watch two draw Coker. Twist. 6. Jack.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
4 down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Watch the curls.
Hey, where's 52? Watch 52.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Jackson now. Going to throw again.
It's our time. It's our time.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And an alley to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
That
Let's
burst
go.
good for 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know you feel that.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, check 24.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Baby. Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Safety's creeping.
Motion.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Alert. Screen.
Slams.
Middle.
Whip. Watch the whip. Peek the edge.
Running, it's Drake.
Crash.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Check, Mike. Alert.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, Delta.
Defense, let's go.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
22, Jet Bomber. 22, Jet Bomber. Fuzz.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Let's go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming.
Hey, Mike 52. Here we go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Yeah,
now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
I'm going to come back to you.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Come on now.
A big
Let's
play
go.
on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
I'm coming, baby.
Stepping up, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
You got tight. You got tight right there. He's crazy.
They'll start the drive with Drake.
Watch the twist. Check.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Mike 40. Monday.
Check, he's coming.
Hey. High 7. Mike 40.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Daddy.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Monday.
Switch.
80. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 48.
You ain't going nowhere.
Motion.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Mike 40. I got wide.
Hey, Echo.
Mike.
Alert.
40.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
40's the Mike. Check.
And now it's Rosen looking. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Oh, you got deep? Not today, you aren't. Not today.
80.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
In your face.
Hey, exit.
48's Mike. Watch the out.
Hug.
Check 48. Check 48.
Rosen will throw.
Time to go. Night.
Wilson snags it left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Ingram.
Go, run.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88.
Kill. Pug, Monday.
Alert flow.
Now it's Rosen. Over the middle here to Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
All day. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Alert. Undercrunch.
Watch the edge. Motion. Reset.
They run it with Balaj. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Alert.
Joker.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, quarter.
48's Mike. Cut. Cut.
80, 80, 80.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Yeah,
he needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Hug, hug.
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40. Check.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
So don't say nothing.
36.
Kill. Monday.
Check 24.
Monday.
Smoke.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Check. Slam.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And an alley to run. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
right there. All day, baby.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
48. 48's the Mike.
Monday. Hey, wahoo.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got it. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Go.
Let's get in them holes.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
That's it.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. On 3rd down, Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Shift. Monday. Hey, quarter. Mike 40.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen out to the right here to Wilson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
No.
Hug, Monday. Hey, alert. Golf. 40. You must be dreaming.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hug, Monday.
Under 10.
Now Drake. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No. Off.
Monday.
Kill. Wise motion.
They stay on the ground with Drake. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Monday.
Check 26. Safe. Check motion.
Hey, I might need
Balaj. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, quarter.
Check 37.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Baby, I see you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 50. Check 50.
Orbit.
Mike.
Here's Jackson.
You want this?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
Good work, boy.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Pick me up.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. All day, baby. All day, baby. Bang.
To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now it's Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
All day, baby. Let's go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
That's what I do.
Watch the safety creep.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You're all mine.
Wahoo!
Mike, good right.
They'll look to throw.
Know your job.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Here's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Watch twist.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, Tank, let it go.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
70 ending. Smoke 55 to Mike.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn.
Alert.
Mike 48.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Cover it. Hey, 4-1's Mike. Y'all
not ready. Alert.
Nickel.
Right back to Drake.
Run, they're running.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Boy, I know you felt that one.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Rip right.
Monday. Hey, Haywood.
40's the mic. Squeeze.
Hey, we're pretty quiet. Monday. We're pretty quiet.
Showing eight.
First throw in overtime now for Rosen. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Check hot route. Hot.
Monday.
Check.
Hug.
3, alert 3.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 33.
Ordinarily, third down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
Now on first down, Drake again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Tonight, 180.
65, 65.
Monday. Check.
Switch.
Hey, quarter.
Hatchet. Check three. Hey, get him. You got him.
Now Balaj.
Run to the ball. Fly to the ball. Run.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Dolphins, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.